What's up, guys? Kristian here. Welcome to the Strong Island Boxing Podcast. Tonight, I'm going to do a recap of the Strong Island Fight Night Series 1 that we just had a month ago at Stereo Garden in Patchogue. I'm going to bring on one of my fighters, Shamus, another fighter of mine, Daniel. They're going to come up in a second. But I want to let you know this podcast is brought to you by Long Island Clean Water. Long Island Clean Water is the #1 house filtration water system that you guys can get. If you guys want to get rid of the chlorine, the fluoride, and all the, the bad junk that's in your water, Long Island Clean Water will do that for you. Give them a shout. They're the best in the business. I'm actually getting one set up in my house this week. I'm excited about that. But let's bring on my guests. We got Shamus and we got Daniel. They're about to come in. They're finishing up a set in one of their workouts right now. So here they come. I'm trying to squeeze some time for Shamus. He got to get out of here. And Daniel. So Shamus right here in the middle. Daniel on the edge. Watch those mics.
What up, what up? How we doing?
So they're fresh. You can bring the mics a little closer to you. Just watch that. Actually, bring it a little closer to you. These guys are fresh off of working out right now. We're in the gym, clearly. This is our first episode in the gym. I do them in the back studio most of the time, but we want to do them a little different now. Give you guys a live atmosphere of what's going on in the gym as well. So Shamus and Daniel, welcome to the podcast.
How we doing?
All right, Shamus fought at 149, right? 147 at the Strong Island Fight Night. He fought Gerald Mercado. He won. It was a great fight. He was like he was running with his hands. He did not stop punching. He punched the whole time. It was his first fight in about what, 2 years?
Yeah, a year and a half, 2 years, close to it. Yeah. So a lot of things to work on. It's nice to finally be back in there, but got to work on a lot of stuff. Go right back to the game plan. Chalk up what we did wrong, what we did right, and work on a lot of things.
Let me ask you, how was the before the fight, getting ready for it? I know you took the fight on short notice because Jonah broke his finger, so you took the fight on short notice. But leading up to the fight, were you excited for the fight? Were you nervous? How'd you feel?
I didn't expect it, and it was just out of nowhere, and I think that's the best. That's when best things come when you least expect it, and that's kind of what it was. I was training, I was helping Jonah get ready for the fight, and that kind of motivated me because I was getting back in shape, and then it was like, come on, Jonah, let's get ready to fight. We're hitting the Seven Sisters. Danny's new, getting him on the Seven Sisters was also exciting, so it was a lot of spark coming into this.
Yeah, and that's why, it was easy for him to step into the fight because he was actually fight training. He was getting ready, so it was like, going to step right in for Jonah. So it worked out, and so now we're at the arena. Were you expecting the arena to look the way it did when you?
No, definitely not, because I've been to, boxing events, but I mean, that was an event. You go to a show, it's gymnasium, and it's a nice atmosphere. But that was felt like a real live show.
Yeah,
it was a show.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it was more than just put together.
Big production,
Definitely.
So when you were the second fight of the night, you could take your
third fight. You
were the third fight?
Third fight, definitely.
No, you were second fight.
I fought third, definitely.
No, you fought second. Positive.
No, definitely. Want to bet money on it?
Yeah.
Bet money on it.
$100. $100.
I'm about to get $100.
I'm going to win that one. Yeah. I know because I set the card up. I know who you were second.
Let's get it.
So anyway, you came up, right? and they called your name. You're walking on that runway. Like, how did it feel walking down that walk?
That was
the entrance.
I didn't see anybody. I saw nobody. No one existed. Walking out there, it was like, it was almost like walking in clouds. I didn't hear anything. I picked my theme song above the clouds by Gangstar. I didn't hear a lick of that song at all. Walking out, I'm surprised I didn't trip falling off the platform.
Yeah.
Going down the steps.
Because there's no step, it just goes straight down.
Yep, but it was amazing. It's unlike any other feeling.
That's great. So in the fight, you're fighting Gerald Mercado. It was his first fight. It's your third fight. Were you confident that you were going to win, or were you unsure? What was your mindset going into that?
I guess a little 50-50. I definitely had a little bit of hesitation, losing my last two fights or whatever. But
let me just say, the first fight I thought you won in North Carolina. We went down to North Carolina. I thought he did enough to win that fight. So I wouldn't say you lost. I would say you just didn't get the judge's decision.
Yeah, it was same thing. It was a little sloppy. I didn't throw. I remember the second round coming back, and you were like, next round, you got to throw 100 punches.
Yeah, and you did.
And, but it's all learning experience, so it's definitely It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing getting back in there.
And when you so when you fought Gerald, how did you feel? Did you feel like you won after the fight?
Definitely,
Yep.
definitely, 100%.
Yeah.
The output, I definitely think was there.
Yeah.
I had ring control the whole time. I had him on the back foot. You know, I was pressing the whole time.
Absolutely.
Definitely think I threw more shots, the heavier shots that landed. But he definitely threw a couple of good shots. You know,
Yeah.
definitely made me had to check myself and
Right.
readjust what I was doing going into the fight. But
Shout out to Gerald. Shout out to Nick from Slick Sluggers.
Definitely, for
for
sure.
making that fight happen, taking it on short notice as well. And so now you're in the Ring Masters. You're
Yeah,
in the, I believe, the semifinals.
working.
I think he's in the semifinals. I'm not 100% sure, but you know he's got a couple tough guys in his division. I'm not worried about them. I'm just saying it's going to be good competition. Always good competition in the Ring Masters. We're not sure when he's going to fight, but you ready?
Always ready, man. You got to stay ready.
That's right. So what's your training like right now for the Ring Masters?
Staying in the gym, staying on my running, core, staying with the push-ups, you know, basics, sticking to basics. Basics
Yeah.
never fail. I love that slip bag. You know, you last time we sparred, you know, you kind of made me realize that I've been losing my head movement a little bit. I got to work on it. I got to
Yep.
work on really getting off that center line and exaggerating, moving my head more.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, so that's really what I'm focusing going on to this fight. More jabs, setting up that jab, getting the head off the center line, and just setting up good shots.
Good. I'm glad you're making those adjustments. And last time you sparred, you made the adjustments as well. You fought somebody who was more of a boxer, and you were trying to box with them more. Even though you can box, but it was like he couldn't really fight on his back foot. You made the adjustment, and like it was a totally different sparring match at that point.
Different world, for sure.
So just, you know, moving forward, like making those adjustments is definitely going to help moving forward.
100%.
Yeah. What else? So Ring Masters, and then June 10th. You ready to jump back in there on that stage?
For sure. Let's get it. Always.
Say less, right?
For sure.
Say less.
Say
And man,
less.
thanks for coming on, though. You're good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Awesome,
gotta
man.
get the kid home.
Yep.
Do some reading. You know, shower up.
That's it. Daddy duties, always
Daddy
good.
duties over there, playing some.
Yep. But tell them where they can find you guys. If you want to follow Shamus, he's on Instagram. You know, let him know your Instagram handle.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. Shamus96. Shamus96. Nothing crazy. I do floors. I do boxing, and I'm a dad. That's life.
That's it, man. Inspiration right here. He's a dad. He does floors. He works hard. And he comes to the gym every day, and he trains hard. So.
That's it. Hard work. Just stick to it. Stick to hard work.
All right.
You guys
Thanks,
have a good night.
Shamus.
I'll get out of here.
Thank you. All right, Daniel, come over here, buddy. Come in the second chair. Come in the second chair. Nico, where you at, Nico? Jump in the last chair. All right, jump in the last chair. We're going to talk to you, too. All right, so now we got Daniel Torres. Daniel Torres, he's been with us about, I'm going to say a year now.
Yeah, like a year.
A year. You can speak up a little louder. He's been with us about a year. He's one of my junior fighters. He's 16. He weighs about, he's going to fight at 165, but in the Ring Masters, he's going to stay at 176 because he didn't realize he was going to lose as much as he did from all the hard work he's putting in. I thought I told him, but he entered at 176 anyway, but it's all good. He's a power puncher. He's a good boxer. And it's his first fight. He's developing really well. So let me ask you, how do you feel about, from, you know, when you started to now, your development in boxing?
Definitely improved. I could tell my stamina was running when I'm in the ring and sparring and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything. It's helped. I don't know.
How about your skills? Like, have you feel like you're more comfortable in your movement?
Yeah, like I could see more punches. I could be more relaxed. Not like just eager to always just throw punches. I could see.
Right. So you be able to pick your shots a little bit more now? Okay, good. So now you're fighting in the Ring Masters. Are you excited about this? It's your first fight, too. It's his first fight, and he's fighting in a tournament where he could possibly end up fighting somebody with like 8 fights, 9 fights. Because in his division, it's the novice division, and you could have up to 9 fights in order to be novice. So it's his first fight. Tournaments for your first fight, it's not really the way to go, but I believe in him. I think he can still, you know, hang with the best of them.
I'm
and
excited.
Take the whole thing. So you excited about it?
Very excited.
You think you're gonna win?
I know I'm going.
That's what I wanted to hear. I was hoping he was gonna say that. I was like, do not say maybe on this podcast.
Nah, I know I'm going to win. I've been training hard.
Yeah, he trains hard. He does. He runs a lot. He's been really running. He spars all the time. He's really putting the work in the gym, like serious, real serious. He also runs. Doesn't run, but he helps run the junior programs in my gym here. So he's a big help with that. He's learning how to be a leader in that sense. So all around, you're definitely doing a great job as a boxer in this industry. And what are your goals? Like, what's your
Go pro.
highest goal? What do you want to do?
Go pro and be rich.
Go pro and be rich?
Yeah, go pro and be rich.
All right. Well, I guess so.
That's the only goal. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the reason why I'm doing it.
That's what's up. Good goals. And you're going to reach them as long as you keep working hard. All right. We got Nico over there. Nico, he was on our original podcast,
Yeah.
Strong Island Boxing, one of the first ones. How you feeling, Nico?
Good. I feel good.
You feel good?
Yeah.
Could we see him? Or is the mic covering his face? Yeah, he's good? All right. So Nico hasn't had a fight in a while, but he's still training like he's having a fight tomorrow. He's always ready. He's been boxing for about how long now with us?
Like 1 year, like 1 and like
1.5.
yeah, 7 months. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
almost 2 years.
March is 2.
March is 2 years?
Yeah.
All right. Nico was supposed to fight on the June 10th fight, but we couldn't find him an opponent. But we're definitely going to find him somebody. I'm sorry, the last one, January 21st, we couldn't find him an opponent. But on June 10th, we're going to find him an opponent for sure because he puts on the show. The kid's a steamroller. How do you feel you've developed in the past year?
I feel good. Like I remember the first time, like I didn't know how to jump rope.
Mm-hmm.
Like I almost quit, but like, I'm glad I didn't quit.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't either because you're a true fighter, you know. Not many people possess your heart and your determination to be great at such a young age, you know.
Yeah.
So that's first and foremost. If you want to be a fighter, you have to have those qualities. Yeah. And aside from that, you know, you're an excellent young boxer. You know, he just won the 2023 what is it?
22.
22? Oh, the
Your
Metropolitan?
yeah.
2022 Metropolitan Championships. Fought a great fight. He just did an amazing job. So we're going to get you on the June 10th fight. Make
Alright.
sure. How you feel about that?
I feel good. Like I'm always ready. If you tell me how I fight on Saturday, I'm ready.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you do the other day? What did you do for training?
Oh, I run in the beach.
You went to the beach?
Yeah.
You ran to the beach. You shadow boxed on the beach. He's a beast. He's a young kid training like a pro at such a young age. And if you guys are watching this, hopefully some inspiration for you guys to step up your game. If you're in the gym training, you guys want to be great. Hard work, determination, that's what it takes to be great. Anything else, guys? Like, you guys watch boxing?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. I'm not 100% sure, but is the Ryan Garcia versus Tank official?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it official?
April 16th.
April, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you have winning that fight?
Tank, 100%.
Tank, 100%?
Yeah,
And why do you
100%.
say that?
Because he has knockout power.
Knockout
And
power?
he has more experience. He's older.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah. Nico, who do you have winning that fight?
Tank too.
Tank too?
Yeah.
And why do you say Tank? Bye,
Like-
Faith.
Levanta, no, Ryan didn't like he won, but like he won like to all people.
Right.
Not like that good for him.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Right. Easy fights.
Yeah, easy fight.
Right. Setup fights. Cherry picked them.
Yeah.
I think he's talented, right? I think he's talented, but I don't think that he's ready for a Tank yet. I think Tank's too technically sound. He's smart. He's intelligent in the ring. He's not gonna let you just come at him and just hit him. He's gonna be able to move out of the way.
Yeah.
He's gonna be able to pick his shots, and he's gonna land the big shot on somebody, especially like Ryan, who keeps his hands down. He keeps his chin in the air. He's not perfectly sound with his skill. You know, he's definitely fast and he has power and he believes in himself, which is great. But skill-wise, he definitely needs to improve and get a little more experience on the next level opponent. So I have Tank as well. I'm going with Tank.
By knockout?
I think by knockout. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel he's getting knocked out too.
Yep, knockout. Absolutely. So aside from the fight, like I said before, you know, we have the fights coming up June 10th. I just scratching my head real quick. June 10th at Stereo Garden in Patchogue. It's the second Strong Island Fight Night series. We're going to have all the champions there. I believe we have 7 champions going to come back and defend the SBC title, the 6-borough championship title belt, against stellar opponents. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, I'm going to Manhattan and Brooklyn to go scout some new talent to find who's going to contend and who's going to battle those champions for those belts. So we're going to get some good matchups going. We're going to have some good upcoming novice boxers coming on the event as well to showcase their talent. And we're going to have a couple juniors like Nico and Daniel as well on the event to showcase their talent. We're going to wrap up this podcast. It was a quick one today. I wanted to get it out the way just to get the setup going and just get a good feel for it. And we're going to have other guests from other gyms and other fighters who won titles from the last event. And we're going to interview coaches and so much. This wasn't planned or prepared personally, but it's all good. So again, all the links below. in the information for the event, for the gym, everything you have. You want to follow me. And that's it. Stay tuned for the next one. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.